Go. Start.
Good morning. I'm here today to show you how to count a location to a new staff member. First thing we have to do is find our location sticker, which is usually on the top left-hand side of the row. After we find our location sticker, we need to establish how big our location is, and that is by bay by bay. A bay is made up of approximately a 3-foot strip. So for today, our location is 1 bay, 2 bays, and then we have our next location sticker, which indicates the end of our location we have to scan. Our scanning is always done by working top to bottom, left to right. So it's always important that you start at your first shelf ticket and go left to right and end, and then go down to your bottom. The first thing we scan in our location is our clip strip. So we must come here and count our clip strip first. Always remembering to scan top to bottom, left to right. I cannot emphasise how important that is, because all our reports and that come out in that way. So once we establish how long our location is and what we have to do, we have to go into our gun. Our first thing we have to do then is scan our location and always check that our location number is the same that is in our gun. After that, we must initial it. This is important as the stock take manager going down the aisles would know who has scanned it, and if there was no initial on there, he would then think that maybe the location wasn't counted. So, as I said, we must always count top to bottom, left to right. So you should have a ladder or an orange step, so we must go up, scan our first product, our first ticket there, and check that that product relates to that shop ticket there. Count how many products there are, and then enter the quantity into the gun. Scan the APN, put in your quantity. Go to your next shelf ticket, scan the product, it relates to the shelf ticket, put in your quantity. And continue on until you get to the end of the first row. When you get to the end of your row, it's very important to mark with a dot so that you know you have completed that row. When you've completed that row, go down to your next row. Again, I'm stating you must start left to right. Start at your first ticket, scan the product. Now here we have a top loader, and our ticket says our products are the front loader. So we only have one of those, so we put in 1, scan the correct product, and put in the quantity. Here we go, and the gun has beeped, indicating that we've already scanned this product. We know that we had one out of place here, a front loader, so we know that is correct. When the gun beeps, it's always telling you that you have scanned the product in a previous position, and it is also very important that you must check to see that you haven't scanned the whole product wrong. So we have 7 of the correct one there. Again, we're at the end of our row, and we mark the end of our row with the dot. Now here we've got a very good indication of where we do not scan or count a product. The shelf label is on the left-hand side here in the other location, so we do not count that product there. That is related to that location to your left. Remembering we always only go ticket from left to right. Scan your product. scan your product, check your label. At the end of your row, remembering to scan, to mark it with a dot. We have now completed our location, and the first thing we must do is to check that we have marked each row with a dot. So we've got one, all the rows have a dot. That is indicating that we have completed our location and have not missed a row. This is so important because if you haven't got a dot, you must go back and check to see if you counted it. It's always easy to check because if you go back and scan it, the gun will beep and you know you have done that and you've just forgotten to do your dot. So once you're completely satisfied you've completed your location, we go out of our gun and we're ready to continue to our next location.